stuff in there.
Well, we're just having pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. We got pepperoni and Hawaiian.
I didn't tell you.
Do you mind if I borrow a mini? Because I forgot mine.
Yeah,
Just
that's
after I
fine.
fixed
Hold
it,
on.
too.
I'm
Because
sure.
I am down.
Well, mine's on the brink of death.
I'm sure I can
Like the
get
sword
you
is my head.
Don't pick them up by the sword.
I can eat the next lunch.
Carl's got the right idea. He's got that minimalist setup over there.
Yeah.
I'm healthy this way.
Put that on the floor then.
I'm just saying you don't need much table space.
Well, and I forgot my mini too. It's like we haven't been here in way too long.
I know, right?
I almost forgot mine, but I grabbed it the last time.
Makes me
I
feel
forgot
better. I
mine
lost
because
my
I
ice bag again.
Put it in a pill bottle.
Ah. I've got chippy snacks. If anyone wants chippy snacks, we don't have a lot of table room, so just call out.
There's a folding table if you that right behind you.
There is.
If you want to set that up, you can.
Alright, help you out. I'm already standing.
Mm-hmm. You are.
Yep, that's me. Even has a way to point which way I'm facing.
So let's see here. We need to be dwarf and take Carl.
Dwarf and a Carl. Yeah.
There is.
A good Carl is hard to find.
You also actually need to cancel it, so I
There's
lost
the-
my dice bag.
What's there's the llama Carl.
Your mini is just the Iron Golem base, right?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Put these two over in that area. That is going
I'm surprised you're joining us, Gabe. You bringing Brody back?
I am.
Right
Okay.
The only reason I have my mini
nothing
is
else. I
I've never
wanted to see how it
taken it
ended.
out of this bag since the last time I put it. This week's
I just have this image of Brody just laying on the floor, on the ceiling in this room, and then you just finally like get up. Go, all right.
What's that?
I just have this image of Brody laying on the ceiling in that room, and it's be like you finally after like 4 or 5 battles, you're like, all right.
Alright. Gotta get up and do something.
He was hibernating.
Laying on the ceiling.
Right.
Now, it made me think, okay, a great curse where gravity is reversed and you get casted on you and it's permanent, so you can dispel it, and you're in a dungeon.
You're just walking upside
How
down
do
the
you,
whole
how do
time.
you leave?
And there's no one that can cast remove curse.
You have to wait until they bring a wagon over that's got, so you're like floating, you gotta have a rope.
So yeah,
Pull yourself into the wagon and you're stuck to the ceiling of the wagon. And
I
You're just
didn't
not
really
affected by
go
gravity
that
at all.
deep into it and for that room, and they didn't really imply that it was a trap of any kind. It was just a fucked up room that was upside down.
yeah.
But I remember in some of the old dungeons, I think there was one like that in Return to Castle Greyhawk, I want to say.
I don't remember it.
But so that dungeon was really weird. So you or maybe it was Mordenkainen's tower. Anyways, you get inside this castle, and none of the sections of the dungeon are physically connected.
Ah.
So like you would open up a door and it would randomly teleport you when you walk through it to another section of the dungeon. And so you could end up with the party getting shotgunned all throughout the dungeon. But there was one room that was reverse gravity like that, and it was a trap. And so you couldn't get out because you would have to climb the wall to get to the top of the door to get yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a scene like that for like an entire episode in Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so some of the older dungeons, like I'm looking at you, Team of Horrors, they had shit like that. Another popular one was, the 20-foot deep pit of acid, filled halfway up with acid. But then you couldn't climb out because not only was it a sheer surface, which at that time when they had first come out with monks, they could have gotten out. But no, they couldn't get out because the inside was lined with glass. So, yeah.
That's where you
Can
want.
get out.
With Tasha's, you do the warlock that's the fathomless, because you know, those tentacles have suction cups.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I think it was Nerdarchy just posted something about the Fathomless today to Facebook.
I've seen a picture of like the cat with the shadow.
I don't remember visiting Nerdarchy. What is that?
So Nerdarchy is a dorky nerd that
That's the name of a guy?
the name of his channel. Originally it was I believe just a YouTube channel where he talked about D&D rules and
Oh, you're on my back.
And now it's a lot of Facebook memes.
yeah, now it's a lot of Facebook memes, and he's grown, but he's got a lot of really good stuff on there. But I don't know. I'm not as into the meta. I'm past that. I'm now, it's like I know how to play the game. I don't need to study the meta because I know all the ins and outs. And if I don't, I have every book that they've printed, so I'll just go find one. I'll look up what I want to do on my own. And a lot of the builds, I mean, no offense to the people that create them, but a lot of these custom classes and builds that everybody thinks is so great, I can find loopholes and problems with the build. Or I find that they're breaking a rule somewhere, or there's just so many different variations. Matt Mercer's the Gunslinger. If you go and you search Google for Gunslinger 5e class, you're gonna get like 40 completely different, unrelated results. And honestly, none of them are that great. If you want to make a Gunslinger, just make a Ranger Hunter and replace the bow with a gun.
I'm a big fan of just reskinning.
Right.
Just use the rules and say it's something else.
Right. Exactly. That's kind of my theory on it. I mean, why spend that much time?
I was very tempted to make a gnome, a rock gnome that tinkered and had his sling was like a BB gun basically.
Yeah. Or even better, now you can if you want to do something that has gun proficiency baked in, make an artificer.
Some of those tips.
You know.
I haven't become a fan of the artificer yet. It just seems clunky.
It is a little weird. I got the one and only time that I have actually played 5th edition. I played a halfling artificer armor, and it is weird. There's a lot of stuff in there that is. I mean, if I played a lot more in Eberron, I would know more about it. But because artificer is a Eberron class, but yeah, a lot of it's just very bizarre. I do like it though. It was fun. Something different.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We are still on the last level of Undermountain, the Mad Wizard's Lair.
We're like right there.
We will be picking up right where we left off last week. But before we go on, I would like to thank the Friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you are watching on Twitch, scroll down, you should see some tiles there. If you do not see the tiles, click on my profile image and those tiles should pop up. And the first on the list is Talon Claw. Talon Claw makes beautiful wooden products for your tabletop RPGs, such as wooden DM screens, dice trays, dice vaults. They have a full line of Pathfinder and D&D class-themed drinking coasters. Now they have charcuterie boards. They're a cutting board. Absolutely beautiful, and the prices, I looked at them again today actually, and the price on them is fairly amazing for the quality. There might be one in our future. I haven't decided yet. But yeah.
The charcuterie board, I'll bring the charcuterie.
Right? Yeah. Right.
I loves me some cheese.
And they're a good size too. But anyways, yeah, definitely check him out. I didn't see if there were any specific sales going on this weekend, but you never know. You want to check him often because there's some days he gets a wild hair and he just wakes up and says, hey, I'm going to put everything on the store at 10% off. So definitely click on that link and check it out. Next on the list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop games, such as leather covers for your core rule books. She has a full line of dice bracelets. A very popular one is the Pride bracelet, where every dice on the bracelet is a different color. All of it is hand stamped, hand stitched, beautiful leather products that she hand picks out the bolts of leather. So definitely give her a look-see. She is in the UK, so if you are ordering and if it's a gift, you might want to make sure that you give yourself plenty of time for delivery if it is a time-sensitive situation. And last on the list is Fable Beard Company. They make beard products, obviously. Each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. They make oils, balms, beard butter, and co-wash. And for instance, right now I am wearing the Hero, which smells of rich cologne and warm tobacco. They have a number of different scents. I'm sure that there's one available that you would like. And if you are a first-time buyer, they have a buy one, get one free for oils. If you put a second oil into your cart and you use the code FIRST, it will be discounted to free. So check them out. So last week, our brave heroes fought Arcturia.
Ended in the same room we ended in the session before.
Yes, yes. They've spent 2 sessions in this room, so all of about, I don't know, 45 seconds. The Arcturia has a number of furries. There are 3 furry servants in there. One has the head of a ferret. One has, I forget what all of them were. They didn't really go into much into the servants.
I think it was one was a ferret, one was another rabbit, and
One was a ferret,
Wasn't there
one
a squirrel?
was a lizard.
yes.
A lizard and a stork.
Now,
The
someone
stork was one of the champions. Let's see here. Animal-headed people.
It's not like any of them matter.
They all matter.
Yeah, they're wearing servants' uniforms and carrying feather dusters.
We're gonna save them.
Okay, you guys have fun.
And that is
Yeah,
all the.
we're gonna save them. It's fine.
Oh, here they are. One is an aardvark,
Aardvark.
one is a ferret, and one is a shrew.
Aardvark, ferret, and shrew. All right.
Depending on the breed
Got
of
one of
shrew,
them
try
right.
telling them apart from the ferret. So you've got these 3 furries that are carrying around feather dusters and are wearing servants' outfits that are terrified of what they just witnessed.
What just happened?
So they had a 4-hour-long battle with an archlich named Arcturia.
No, we stole her phylactery. It's the one we have to give to a mimic.
Feed it to a mimic.
Oh, we met her.
Yeah.
The owner of the
Yeah.
phylactery.
And we assumed that.
Well,
So you sucked one of them. And so also all of the furniture in the room was also mimics. So there was Arcturia, 6 mimics, 3 champion furries, and there was supposed to be another 6 mimics, but that's starting to get to be like a Don Knotts movie. There's too many mimics.
And after we killed her, and killed like 3 mimics, we were just like, it's been 3 hours. Let's just nothing there anymore.
Yeah, we got to the end and we were just like, fuck it.
We win.
I'm
The
tired of
heroes
killing.
win, the bad
I'm so
guys
tired of
lose.
killing mimics. But one of the mimics was sucked up into the iron flask that Telfar carries. And so, where did we land on that? Did you just decide to pop him back out where he's friendly for an hour and feed him the phylactery? Alright. So,
That was the plan.
that whole situation is done. The flask is empty, and the mimic. If I never see another mimic, it will be too soon.
Surprise! The next room.
The next room, just the walls are made of mimic.
I have,
The doors a minute. Stones.
since sending worked the first time on the rabbit guy,
Uh huh.
I will cast sending again to try to befriend these little creatures
Or you
too.
can have the door, but the door wasn't a mimic that you were not was.
So with sending, go ahead and make an animal handling check, and you can make it at advantage.
Okay.
Because in the player's handbook and in numerous other places, they're like, oh well, they're beasts. They don't understand language. I'm like, well, I beg to differ with you. Tassie tries to have a conversation with me all the time. So, and she evidently has a lot to say.
26 animal handling check.
Okay, so you are able to, I don't want to say befriend them, but they are calmed down and
Terrified.
curious about you.
I think it would probably be best to leave them here
Kill them up.
with some food and some water and, you know.
Bottle of poison. Pour it in the water.
No, these are literally animals that have been true polymorphed into humanoids.
Oh, never mind.
Cancel unit.
There was a rabbit last.
You got any,
Cool.
like, Leoman's tiny huts or something like that? A little shelter we could put our animal friends in?
I'm sure he does.
I have a magic item for that, actually.
What do you?
That's what I was thinking about.
I have a
I have a
sword.
whole stack of just
I collect souls.
cards.
We need some kind of little shelter to hide them away in so that we can come collect them later when
I have
they're
a magic
victorious.
shell that expands.
I'm the next.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, do we have them? We don't have that
Oh,
white
no.
box, do we?
No, I
No,
don't know. No,
I'll
with
see.
that, shall we?
I use them as huge shields.
I could use them as huge.
We could put them in a bag.
I gotta use it somehow. I
Tiny
haven't been
hut.
using it that much. It's
A
probably the
tiny
last time
hut
I'm
or
gonna
a-
use it.
Or like a portal to a mansion that can feed up to 100 people.
Oh my goodness.
That's all on you. I mean, as long as we got a nice little cozy place to tuck our animal friends away and keep them safe.
Wizards have some weird home spells.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of security.
Don't you have that broad rulership?
I have
The
the wrong
mansion, it
rules.
comes with servants.
I gotta use it.
Just tell the servants, these are animals, you need to be gentle with them,
I wonder
alright?
what
They
the-
don't understand English.
They are not food.
I
Do
wonder
not prepare them.
what wizard's like, you know what? I just want to create a spell that creates a mansion with people inside.
Yeah.
No, not people. They're unseen servants.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to spend all my
I
time.
mean, if you're if you're on the road and traveling the whole time, you want to be able to sleep in comfort and like
Kick back, enjoy
not
yourself.
worry about food and
That's why
stuff.
you-
Every night you just create that.
That's why you just teleport to wherever you need to.
Well, we're not able to teleport in this particular spot, so there you
Yeah,
go.
you guys are stuck here. So the magic of Undermountain prevents you from teleporting out.
Yeah, we'll
It
have that.
and the last gate that you went in to get to Undermountain, the gate shut behind you, and
Oh.
you cannot reactivate it. So you're stuck here.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for some gems to reopen it?
There was a gem that was missing from one of the pillars, but that was just
I thought all the pillars were missing gems.
No, 3 of the pillars out of the 6 are missing gems. And those 3 gems would reactivate the teleport to take you back to the first quarter of the dungeon.
But they're on house.
I mean, that's of course an option, but really, the other option is to just go through. So, before we go any further, why don't you guys go get some pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, that would die. Oh, yeah, I have a companion, that's right.
Stand outside and eat there, kid.
Me?
Yeah. You don't make a mess.
I have a
You got plenty
companion
of
that's
room.
level 1 that I might actually use.
have to push in my chair, Brady. You're supposed to walk over it.
Colby, can you get me something?
Maybe.
I don't know what I want anyway. What kinds are there?
Hawaiian, and there is pepperoni.
You might not know what I got. Because I like both of them and I don't know what I want. So it's actually better that he goes because he can actually decide.
You just yeah. We'll just flip a coin.
I've already created a battle plan for Alistair.
You what?
I created a battle plan for Alistair that requires 0 out-of-game knowledge. And ideally will end the battle.
Will that door
one turn.
open?
You what?
Will it open if I just pull
Yeah.
that door?
Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
There you go. I don't know what it is about this room. It gets so fucking stuffy.
Probably because there's a lot of people.
Well, I mean, even when I'm in here working on the dungeon by myself, it just gets really...
Well, I was wrong then. I was like, you'll know what I want.
I'm not even so
What
sure
kinds
that
are
it's
there?
warm.
And so
It's
then I was
just-
like,
No movement.
you probably might know, because I wouldn't know. Yeah, what else with that? So I'd probably do exactly what you did.
Man, that's a big initiative stack. Wednesday Night Traveler game, they found a abandoned, like 2,000-year-old space station in a decaying orbit around a gas giant. In about 500 years, it'll go into the atmo and get crunched. But it's taken a shit ton of damage, you know, micrometeor impacts, whatnot. So they board it, and they're looking. They know that there's a guy that they're looking for on there, but the first thing that they did when they boarded was that David's character, who is psionic, did a life detection, and he detected 4 other entities aside from the one they're looking for, and they're all the closest that he could come to was like an insect-like intelligence. Well, they are they've already fought 2 of them and killed them, but they are hunter chamax, which are basically like psionic spiders. about the size of a Doberman. Yeah, and they communicate in the radio spectrum and can mimic like SOS signals and whatnot. Or jam communications. So yeah, it's
Not what I would want.
the first as soon as they released them, the Aslan in the battle dress is like, oh no, fuck this. I want out of here. I do not want to deal with psionic spiders.
can scare an Aslan in battle,
Me what?
if you can scare an Aslan
Right,
in battle,
right, yeah. In
Fear
battle.
doesn't matter what the logic is.
Right, that's true. That's true. You should start talking like the Cowardly Lion. So if you have an Aslan in battle dress, do they tuck their tail up, or does it have like a armor that goes out? Like Dr. Octopus's tentacle, except it's coming out of your
tail
butt.
sock or something.
Yeah.
Do Vargear have tails too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually was messing around on Hero Forge, made a really cool looking Varger pirate. I'm like, And now that Hero Forge's prices have dropped to the reasonable level, I was like, I might actually order that.
Is Hero Forge like a Roll20 kind of thing?
It's for making custom minis, and then they 3D print them and ship them to you. But
Oh.
they were like outrageous. I mean, yeah, you could make a custom mini, but I don't care how customized it is. It's not worth $45.
Yeah.
And but now they've got some different materials that they can use, which brought the price down. They even have the ability, I guess, to do metal, which is kind of cool. And then they, if you are no good at painting, you can pick the colors that you want, and they'll print it painted, which is cool.
That is cool.
And like, well, here's an example. These are from Hero Forge.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's not bad for. And they've got like, you can pay an extra fee and they'll go over it and do like, shading and whatnot too.
Really?
Yeah, so, but like, I was like the Varger, I think it came out to like 18 or $20. It wasn't outrageous for a custom mini. I was like, that's more of a adequate price range. Hero Forge.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, now that they print in multiple materials, their prices come down, which is very good. And the nice thing about that, I mean, the problem with Traveler, of course, is that there are no official Traveler minis. But if you could custom make them, that kind of just alleviates that problem. I have found that Reaper Minis has a line called Chronoscope, and they've got it's all over the place. I mean, anything from like Victorian era space orcs to, I mean, it's everywhere. But they actually have some pretty good minis. Like I picked one up that I'm going to paint up as an Aslan. I've got one that I use as a Varger that's got like it's a werewolf kind of thing with a cybernetic arm and a double barrel shotgun.
I recommend Slayer from
But yeah, they do some pretty good stuff.
I took the Mage Slayer feet.
It really doesn't matter.
We do more damage.
Chris, would you like that IPA I brought for you?
Sure.
I mean, I took it, this whole character plan, and then it's like, no, wait, I need my reaction.
Right.
I have a lot of reaction things. I'm only one reaction.
But you want Paladin? And you want to do a portal? You have spells with the one.
Yep, right after this pitch.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite brands there.
Thank you. I
Dogfish
have
Head.
not tried Dogfish.
They make a really nice sour ale that's one of my favorites.
Nice.
You're good.
Key lime and black pepper ale. Or sour ale.
Damn, that is good.
Yeah.
Like, I can melee hit
Or
someone.
one of your mainers.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list. That is quite delicious.
I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've had from that brand.
I can whack someone.
See, that's like me with
Casting spell.
10 Barrel. I mean, of course, 10 Barrel I know is much more mainstream, but I like their stuff. It's just like fit isn't.
I'm about ready to call up the corporate, whoever owns that plaid pantry next to my house, and tell them, you have 50 IPAs. Please get something different.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, it's like Coors and Steel Reserve and then 50 IPAs.
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I live in Gresham. You're like,
Which one are you buying? Which one are you buying?
I'm on like the east end of Powell,
Where the one that
before
you
it
used
turns
to go
into
to.
26.
Her house is like right around the corner
Right
from your
next
old
to
place.
Polar King, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
used to work in that.
Banishing.
So did I.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked over there until like February last year or whatever. I quit right before basically they fired everyone,
Oh, is that-
you know, for COVID. Shut every business down and all that, so yeah. I quit about 2 weeks shy of getting unemployment, so fun.
Rough.
Yeah. I would have done that a little differently. I think I could have stuck it out 2 more weeks if I could have gotten.
Yeah, if you had the choice.
If I had the choice, but I couldn't stand the place. It's falling apart. My bathrooms were both out of order, and I'm like, you can't have a business open and no bathroom. Like,
Yeah, especially maybe not for the customers, but for the employees.
right? No, like I had to get in my car and drive 2 blocks away to my house to go pee in the middle of my shift. Like,
That's fucked up.
no, like my
That's wrong.
yes, my bosses were insistent on keeping the place open. I was like, no, I'm closing the doors. I'm locking the doors. Like,
Raised dead.
there's nowhere to pee. You know, like you can't be open. Like this is an OSHA violation. You got to be able to provide me with a place to go to the bathroom during my 8-hour shift. Like you have no place for me to pee. I'm not working. I'm not working. And the owner just came in and unlocked the door and sent me home and said, well, we work. We don't need to pee. And so,
You do you, man.
yeah, and that's kind of what precipitated my quitting.
No shit, right?
Literally. Oh my.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
No
literally.
shits. No shits at all.
Twice.
So, you've got 2 doors to the south. In this room. Which door do you want to open?
Number 2. Definitely number 2.
Number 2.
This one.
Okay.
The one that we don't.
I'll take a Twinga blessing too.
Oh
Whenever you
yes,
get
a
a minute.
Chwinga blessing for you.
The loot.
Full circle.
We really need it.
Big sir.
Yeah, right.
If we wanted the loot, we could just buy it. Honestly, we'd probably find a place.
A Chwinga blessing.
Saw Rhyme of the Frost Prince has lots of chewingas for you.
Oh, there's a shit ton of Chwinga.
I saw the picture of them. They kind of vaguely reminded
Yeah.
me of space aliens. Little grays.
Well, they're tiny. They're like 2-inch tall, little black, like coal black creatures. No features whatsoever except for
wear
their
masks.
face. That looks like a doll's head with a porcelain mask on it, but the front of the mask is kind of like what was the guy from The Watchmen?
Oh, little Rorschach.
Yeah,
Rorschach.
it's like a Rorschach design. Not that it moves or anything, but
They're all different.
They're all different, and yeah.
I imagine them kind of like the little forest spirits in Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
They're out there just going tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
you know?
Essentially. You get a blessing of Valhalla.
You're dead.
That sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
You're dead.
So,
Yeah, Talon.
it is as a silver horn of Valhalla.
Yeah, I think I remember you did.
You get to use it once. Oh no. Tell
Summon
you.
a date with 4.
Woohoo. The horn calls a fleet of Valkyries
There we go.
to sing me to my rest.
Silver. You summon 2d4 plus 2 berserkers that will fight by your side.
2d2 plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
So
2d4 plus 2. Got it. So no less than 4.
I rolled it for you, and you now
Right.
get Infinity Berserkers because
Yeah.
4 in my time.
So, and they last an hour. So.
Cool.
So, Norite opens door number 1, and this 200, excuse me, this 250-foot long downward sloping hallway has been set into permanent animated motion. It twists and undulates continuously, making it tricky to negotiate. So, who stepped through the door first?
I did.
Okay. So you need to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
21.
Okay. So, you are able to basically grab the sides of the walls as this hallway is twisting and turning and jumping about. For the rest of you in the room, there's still door number 2, unless you wanted to just ignore it. I don't.
150 feet of undulating passage.
250.
250 feet.
Yep.
Downward sloping, undulating.
Aaron will kick the black chicken down that hallway and then go to the other door.
I thought you kicked the black chicken into the portal to the mushroom land.
It comes back.
Damn!
I can't get rid of the damn thing.
Here we. Yeah.
It's one of the.
But we have something
we got those
planned for the
cards
black
when we were
chicken.
in, going gaming.
It's stronger than that.
And it was a pet. And it's like, so I got this chicken. I do nothing with it except try to kill it.
What?
We do have.
Unsuccessfully.
It always comes
2
back.
years of unsuccessful chicken murder attempts.
We have a bronze dragon that told us they would help us fight Alistair too.
It's true. Glister said they'd come back and help.
Ooh, good.
We're just gonna call all of
I'll
our
kick the second door.
all of our cards.
All right.
For
So you open the second door.
Thanks.
Face hugger comes out.
Roll percentage.
Percentage, huh?
We're in a xenomorph lair.
like that. Why is it so hard to roll
Looks like 25.
Okay. So for one time, when you roll damage, you can re-roll any of the damage dice once. And you have to use the new roll, after which this boon effect ends.
Sorry, what happened?
Chicken.
So you opened this door, and as you opened the door, you see in the air an elder rune of Alistair, and that was the effect. That's why I had you roll percentage. I had to decide whether it was Bane or Boon.
No, it's you.
And so yeah, one time you get to re-roll your damage. In this room, there's nothing in there. It is a small 5-foot square closet.
So he put a glyph in his closet.
Right.
Nutcase.
He's insane.
Yes.
Oh, that's nothing.
On the floor is a formal suit that's been really, decayed due to age. It just fell.
Right.
I'll run down the other hallway then.
Okay. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Do you have a cancel figure?
A cancel figure? I'm sure that I don't.
That green dragon would work nice. That's a bit big, don't you think? A little bit bigger than my current one.
I mean, there's like
There's
a
T-Rex.
Goliath or
Yeah,
something.
you want a
Aim small,
T-Rex?
this small.
Hey Chris, you've been replaced.
Yes, I can see that.
Did you put one out here for
I
This
already have
Furbolg
now.
can do for now. He's at
Sassy
least
says
appropriate
catnip
size.
for everyone.
Is that him?
It's the same color too.
Okay.
Okay, so what'd you get?
20.
All right, so you go running down the hall, because well, actually you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about difficult terrain, do you?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
But anyways, you run down the hall. So anybody who's going into the hall,
I'm going.
How steep is the incline?
you know, I don't think.
Would a shield of faith be rideable down this thing? Cast it under my
Oh, sledding?
behind.
Yeah.
Cast it under my behind, sit on
Yeah.
it. I have a real shield, but I think the friction. But a shield of faith is like
Yeah.
not even there. right?
Yeah.
So-
Totally aerodynamic.
So Thrick and Brody are in the cross section here. You get all the way down here. Yep.
Told
you.
He's the partially painted guy with the ponytail and
Never get that.
that one.
Probably like
I did it last time.
Well, it's getting sparse in here, so Aaron will take off and go down.
Reaction. It's
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. As you attack her.
He's good.
Right, or him.
Okay, and put Aaron down there.
And then you cast a spell. And then you get
I'm
attack
gonna
them
go
again.
down.
Now, can we go back up again?
I mean, you can if you want.
It's kind of fun.
Very slow.
Yeah. Needs a ski lift to take you back up to the top.
Right.
My way down with a 21.
Okay, so you're all the way down.
If we had 400 feet of rope, we could make a loop and have it just cycle and hold on to it to go up.
That's why we keep you around.
What about,
brilliant ideas?
Norite and what's your character's name?
Shamish?
Oh, that's right.
That's his name.
Shamish or Sham?
2, 3,
Shamish.
5, 6, 7.
Smash!
Shamish.
Smash!
Oh, that's where the mistake is. You were actually a mimic.
Shamish? I'm pretty sure it
He was a
Shamash.
mimic.
Smash!
Shamash.
Do like, I think it's this next one where you have the little secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It turns out that your character has been a mimic this entire 20 levels.
Close. There's a card like that, yes.
You are not what you seem to be.
Yeah. So yeah, Shamish, make a dexterity save.
7.
Okay, you saved. You're at the
19.
bottom with everybody else.
Well, I've got to be careful. It's die. Sure.
We got whoever fails first has to buy a round of beers. So if we all make it down, we're gonna have to go back and do it again.
Narate.
We should walk down this hall.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Take a shot
Absolutely
every time.
wasted.
Every time you make it down, you have to
Norite
take a
rolls
shot.
down
I
that
think we just
hallway.
vomit halfway down.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's constantly moving.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
As you get knocked the fuck down that ramp.
Now we got the guy.
Coming down this undulating hallway, you hear clang, oof, oof, clang, 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 oof, and like curses in Dwarvish. And Norite comes to the bottom of the section and is prone.
He has to buy the drinks when we get back.
No, 5.
Oh shit, nobody opened that other door, so.
Yeah, Aaron did.
Oh, the second door?
Yeah.
To the little room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he opened it, and it's a 5-foot square closet that was protected by an elder rune.
No brooms in this one though.
There's nothing in
Okay.
it.
So it's just.
Alright. Well, I'll activate my wings and just fly through this hallway.
Yeah, you know. Well, though the hallway is undulating, so you still have to make the dexterity saving throw because the walls can actually slap you out of the air, or ceiling, or floor.
If I decide to do a bunch of barrel rolls and stuff through it, and acrobatics, can I make an acrobatics check instead?
You can make an acrobatics check, and that will decide whether or not you get a advantage or disadvantage on your dexterity.
All right.
If we have to interrogate anybody, we bring them up here, and then we Odalux sphere.
What is
them and
18
roll
plus
them down.
17? I think it's a pass.
Yeah, it's enough. So go ahead and make your dex save with advantage.
If he doesn't answer, we do it again. Until the inside of that sphere is covered in heat.
I'll take 16 plus 5 for 21.
I'm just roll it down.
No, wait.
Roll them down on
Never
one
mind.
side.
You just
so
never
toss
get
them
to
to
Double
the
my
ping pong
dexterity
room.
for saving.
Well, yeah, they'll just be going around like this throughout the whole thing. Just
Okay. So yeah,
It's
you
less than
fly down.
0.5% of
Um,
alcohol.
Right after the clunking, clanking, clanking.
You kind of
clunk,
fly
clunk.
over everybody.
Contains less
Put
than
Telfar at the
0.5%
front.
Alcohol by volume.
And then you just see like a straight.
Just imagine it's a tick.
Colby,
barrel
can
rolling.
you grab Telfar and put
Like,
him
basically the
at
amount
the
of-
very front, right next to you?
Yeah.
And Telfar, make a perception check.
Okay. Not 20.
Oh, you detect that to your to your west, you detect that there's a secret door.
dun dun dun. Those are much more interesting than regular doors.
Usually.
But why?
Can
why
I
enter the
slip into
door?
stealth
Normally
mode
we
and
can just
poke it
break
with a
the
finger?
wall down.
Yeah.
That's why Naruto just always drags his pick on the wall.
10 on my
Just to
stealth for
activate
37.
If he hears a hollow scratching, he just goes,
What'd
open
you get?
now.
37 stealthies
Okay.
to poke the secret door.
Okay.
It explodes.
Is it scratch and sniff? Scratch, scratch,
It's
scratch.
100 damage, you die.
It's not really a door. It's a.
Must be at 2 hit points.
It's slurped up by a pseudopod.
It's right.
Alright.
The
3,000
door
damage.
reaches out.
She technically cannot be killed by how we're killed on the first. I don't think anyone here can.
No, no one's made of paper.
Even the one that's made of
I've
paper
got
isn't made of
162
as much
of it.
paper
It's like
anymore.
construction paper.
Was it you who were talking about whiplash when we start the next campaign? Be all like, oh, I do 8 damage.
No, I mean,
Yes,
right now I'm
that is so true.
constantly doing like
50.
15.
Remember when we started
well.
this
My
campaign?
3d6.
You're just a bar.
Yeah.
And then,
You
yeah.
can't
I'm
do
not about the damage. I'm
You're-
about the
You're gonna
effects.
shoot a fireball at demons.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
Yeah,
wrong
you were gonna shoot
thing.
fire at something that was
I was
immune to
going
fire.
to shoot fire. At fire. And I did.
And nothing
And it
happened.
did nothing.
At least you're not catching the magic missile of the darkness.
Okay. So you push open the secret door, and the secret door actually just swings open.
We should just break the wall down. There's no point in the secret door.
I see Corey's figurine just gets stuck in the door halfway.
Hey, you guys.
Telfar.
I want to sit in the chair. Is it just a lonely
The-
chair sitting?
Immediately when you swing open the door, the first thing that you see, you can't miss it. In the middle of the room is a gilded wooden throne with a cushioned seat and backrest covered in black velvet sewn with silver stars.
Found it.
This high-backed 200-pound chair is the helm of the scavenger.
I feel like
But
Shove it in the bag of holding.
make an investigation check as you look around the room.
I feel like it's supposed to. We want to sit.
Only
but
11.
We shouldn't.
We should.
So we should.
Yeah, we should.
We
Okay.
shouldn't, but we should.
If you don't think we should sit on it, we should.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what the chair is there for. They want you
Well,
to sit
it's
on
only going to do something if you sit on it. If
And
you're
you're a caster.
if you're a caster, specifically an arcane caster, and it has to be on
Yeah, you
the scavenger in its position. Right now, it's just a chair.
A very
Fancy chair.
It's
A heavy, fancy chair.
I just like lift that.
The upholstery is great.
We should put it in the tavern.
Ah,
Well, or you could put it in your
Spelljammer. Right, yeah.
Spelljammer. I mean, that's what I would do. personally.
If we ever get out of here, we're gonna go put it in
Right.
the Spelljammer.
Right.
It's a Now it's
I
time
still
to see
forgot
how
I had
far
3
you can
wishes.
stretch that bag of holdings.
You were supposed to wish to spell jammer free.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
so
what
he
you got
found the
luck
help.
blade.
Hmm?
Has he
I was
used any
waiting
of
till
his
he
luck
found the
blade
help,
and
so he
everything?
would have to go to
So
space.
you whispered to these guys about the chair.
Hey look, there's a pretty chair. Look, it's got stars on it.
Cool.
Have you used any of your luck blade?
It's so shiny.
What do the rest of you guys do?
I'm gonna go take a look at it. I
Yeah.
have a passive investigation of 24. Because that's what I do. That's
Well-
what you do. But I can roll.
So put Aaron in the room next to the chair.
I want to go look at the chair too.
Okay.
If this is what we're doing, let's look at the chair,
I
please.
mean, this chair's been sought after for
Real
several
nice.
levels.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this chair.
What do
in
you
an
think the
arcane
artist
sense,
was
just
thinking when
being
they
like,
made this chair?
It looks like a chair.
Bottom of the
I think
This is
speaks-
clearly the
You
helm
would
for
just
the
tell
Spelljammer ship. that-
No one speaks for
Now we're gonna be able to.
Regardless.
I'll stay right outside the door and wait
But
for you
one
guys
of-
to do it.
One of these guys in each corner of the room.
I think it speaks to the duality of life.
Wait,
Okay, it's time for Fireball.
No.
Now that everybody's in the room, now it's time.
Oh my god.
Now is a good time for fireball.
Yeah.
No, don't scorch the upholstery.
That's
So-
Don't watch
Carl says that. Aaron's like, no fireballs.
I don't know what you
Protect
guys
the
are
chair.
complaining about. I can take it. Who could do the strongest fireball here? I can take it.
No, we don't want the chair to get
At that point, I wouldn't
Take
be
it,
doing a fireball. I'd just be doing prismatic spray.
At this, you do a fireball.
No, I'd rather
can't
do
pass it.
prismatic spray.
Yeah.
Just murder things.
I'm no longer a light cleric.
You
I'm
just
a
said
cleric, my current 2 levels.
He's a complicated person, all right?
Everybody
Lord
roll
is really
initiative.
complex.
But
Made fun of.
I am going to get a surprise
Yeah, I
attack.
make fun of everyone.
More me than anyone else though.
Well, you can't escape
Aaron's
things.
got a
26.
20.
Turn around and be like,
You got a 20?
Oh, what's that? Wait, what?
22 for Telfar.
26.
Hey, Colby, what
Hold
did
on.
you roll?
Telfar got a 22.
Correct.
Walk in the room.
Let's see here. Cancel.
This chair is very interesting, you know?
Wow.
I'm just
2 plus
obsessed
3.
with it.
Thrick.
Have you felt this crushed velvet?
We already got Aaron. Shamish.
26.
And this magical energy is very chair-like.
Telfar, you got a 22. Narate.
14.
This chair has big chair energy.
And Brody.
20.
So,
Oh, Liam just got it.
what what people failed to see
I got him.
before stepping into the room, but you notice now, Aaron walks right into the room, leading everybody into the room, evidently.
Not Telfar!
like a fucking conga line.
Telfar does one of these. By all means, after you.
And hanging down from the ceiling are these tentacles with an eye. And as soon as you guys walk into the room, all the tentacle eyes turn and look at you, and in the corners of the room, you see a flash of blue light, and there is now an Ultraloth standing
Oh,
there.
I thought it was a
Ah, it's the blue
In
light
every-
people again. We remember the blue light guys. They're from the very, very first level
Oh.
of the dungeon.
Yeah, Kmart.
Well, no, Ultraloth, let me show you what they look like.
They're from Kmart.
Kmart.
Yep.
Just Kmart brands.
Some blue light special, man.
They're from Big Kmart.
I saw Kmart that closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like that.
Ah,
Gray alien looking things.
They are fiends, and they surprise you. So,
I'm not in there.
What?
Wait, no, I am.
Too late now.
God dang it. I never
Somebody
said
put
I
you
went
in
in
there.
there.
one is
You
going
put
to
yourself in
attack
there. Did I?
Council,
Yeah.
one's going to attack Aaron, one's going to attack Brody, and one's going to attack Threck.
Cool.
Just gonna prepare.
Go ahead, come at me.
I should just prepare a smite every time I walk into a room. Just always.
So on Cancel, the Ultraloth's eyes sparkle with opalescent light as it targets you.
Please don't come in.
You must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, a Nexus magic, or be charmed until the end of the Ultraloth's next turn.
Ooh.
So what does that save again?
DC 17 Wisdom.
20.
Oh, that's.
All right. And then he's going to make 3 longsword attacks on you.
Longs.
13 probably misses you.
Absolutely.
18 to hit.
No.
I love that
I
Lego
get
version
19.
of them. There's like a alien.
And a 10 is definitely going to miss. On Aaron, you need to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
It's over.
Almost twice.
Air conditioner is kind of stupid, so I set it for 70, right?
Yeah.
It's reading the temperature 73. So why the fuck aren't you conditioning the air? Right? So you save against the hypnotic gaze. It will make 3 longsword attacks on you.
21.
25 to hit.
Alright.
Oh, these things actually.
I'll take a hit. Being lucky means I get to choose.
Yeah, you can stop on this. There's only like nothing value.
You're maneuver.
No,
Actually,
anything during that.
I know.
If you stepped on the top while I had it in there, that would be very sad.
for 5 points of slashing damage.
Super.
Second attack. 19 misses you, and 18 misses you. Third attack on Brody. Brody, make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Made it.
Okay. 3 attacks. 10's gonna miss. 21 to hit. Nope.
That's why I don't trust metal dice. They can be
24 to hit.
was
Yeah.
talking with my husband the other day about how nerds are so superstitious with fucking dice.
Yeah.
It's like,
12 points of
it
slashing
doesn't
damage.
matter. I'm like, yes, it does. Some dice don't roll well. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, but it does matter. And he's like, no, you're being superstitious. And I'm like, so?
You're
Not
being superstitious. It is
Thrick, make a
legit
DC
fact.
17 Wisdom saving throw. Okay. 3 attacks.
It is totally a statue.
No, it's not. It's gonna come
24 to
alive.
hit.
Why
Why is it there?
Promises.
why is it having mimic?
10 misses.
Dude,
It's a mimic.
evil.
It's a.
19 misses.
So used
All
to
right.
Not saying
Shamish, what would you like to do?
I'm not being attacked by any, but.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't know. I could get that one. I'm gonna do the one behind me.
Okay. These guys are fiends, so you get the extra D8 to your Divine Smite,
Oh, that's.
which gives you actually. So you're level 19 now,
Yeah.
so you should have. Is it Relentless Smite?
Vanishing Smite.
No. You get an additional D8 to your smite every time. It doesn't matter. In fact, I don't even think you have to smite. I think it's just on every hit.
Yeah, no, it's on every hit. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. So, if you want to hit this guy, level 1, if you want to Divine Smite him, he will take a minimum of 3d8 damage from your Divine Smite at level 1.
I'm gonna do level 2.
Okay, so 48.
If only it were phonetic damage, because then it would be 48 damage.
Right, right.
You keep forgetting you have to roll to hit, right?
Oh, that's been a while.
Nothing's
Hey,
changed.
don't roll,
He's
right?
rusty.
Is there a time when he
Maybe you should
wasn't?
let me
Does a 11 hit?
No.
You
Okay.
No, it does not.
That's a 7 out of 1.
Really close to a 1. It's only 6 away
14?
from a 1.
No.
Oh man,
Womp womp.
Maybe if we're level 1.
rusty.
A 7
I'm gonna
will
use
hit
my
a,
bonus action to
Shield bash.
shield bash.
You did Shield Master, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Go ahead and as a bonus action, you can Shield Bash. You can put a Divine Smite on that if you so
The
choose.
dice better not.
Not 1.
Nat, what you? I should have brought my dice.
Shield bash
I'm
yourself.
just
Sorry,
downloading
my
it
dice
after
don't
I
really
like
like you on that
I'm
much.
tired of.
Yep.
Just heads
Yeah,
down.
those dice really don't like
Superstition is kicked in, and now we're done with these dice.
I'm just done with
Yep.
dice in general.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to have fun. Superstition is fun.
So I tried to
Yeah.
like.
Go for it.
Yeah.
He just rolled a nat 1. Let's see, because he rolled a 7 on the other one. I got a nat 20 just now. He rolled a nat 1 on this one. I got a 17. They don't really like Anthony.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity on Shamish. Actually, no. Shamish is going to fall prone.
No.
Tip him over.
The room's kind of crowded. I've got one of the indicator rings, but that room's kind of crowded.
Yeah, but there's
No one's moving to actually get in range of anyone.
No, it's giving me.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like,
basically everybody's in range.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
turn around and what's
Oh my god.
So it's my turn to hit this guy. Oh, excuse me.
Just you look at whoever's close to you, you're like, all right, that dude.
It's like Cattle Company on a Wednesday night back in the day.
I'm just saying, if it rolls
Okay.
in the middle, you could do a lot worse. If you're rolling 9s to 10s and 11s, you
8,
could do
9,
a lot
10,
worse.
That's the highest number I've gotten.
Telfa,
That's
what would you like to
Let me
do?
see.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
on. Bardic Inspiration.
That was a nat 20.
On Norote, since I can see him right there on the other side of
I'm
the
looking at a
door.
dice roller.
So,
Yeah, I think you need to use this.
so I was looking on Mongooses' website, and they have actual Travelers Aid Society dice where the one is stamped with the Travelers Aid TAS insignia, and I'm like, those are kind of fucking cool, but I don't really need more dice. And then I get to look at the package. It's like, for $25, it's 20 goddamn dice. I'm like, never have I ever needed 20 dice.
Never.
In Traveler.
Never
Like-
have you need 20 dice more than you do now.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Shadow
three
run,
dice.
I'm like-
shadow
Roll
run
is
with
absolutely
D10s. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I could keep 6 of them and be like, hey, does somebody else want some Traveler? Yeah.
Hero system, you could roll easily,
Oh.
way over 20.
Or a
Right.
stack of D10s for like Shadowrun. You know, where they would sell them in a brick with the
Yes.
Shadowrun logo on them. Yeah.
For the next 10
The
minutes,
game
you
was
can
just
roll the
designed
die
to
and
sell
add the number
dice.
to it.
Yeah,
Ability
yeah.
check, attack roll, or saving throw, you get a D8. So cool. Take a 1D8 Bardic Inspiration die. That's a
You want
bonus
to-
action.
These dice suck. You're gonna have to use electronic.
I'm this electronic dice is garbage.
Yeah, I have nothing but problems with electronic dice.
What kind of ceiling
You're
am
not
I
like
working
buying
with
it.
inside that room?
What was your question?
Ceiling.
It's not terribly high, 10 feet.
Enough to get easily over some people's heads.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm wrong. It's 20 feet.
Use it forever, and I haven't
Okay.
rolled 1 single.
I got plenty of time to maneuver above everyone, or plenty of space to maneuver above everyone.
Shit, you could fly up and hang from one of the eye tentacles if you wanted to. Creepy as they are.
Indiana Jones. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Start cutting eyeballs
with
off
the-
of the tentacles.
Well,
you
here's the
need
thing.
eye
They're not
tentacles.
really a lot. They are just scrying sensors.
Interesting. Scrying sensors in the shape of tentacles with eyeballs.
Yes.
Interesting.
it's a weird one.
Well, they are fiends.
Did I lose my stealth when I opened the door?
No.
Okay.
Which is why you didn't trigger the the 4 a-holes.
All right.
They're like the 3 Musketeers, but
Yeah.
Which
Alright,
one is
so-
D'Artagnan?
I'll move into this
I
corner.
read the 3 Musketeers, so I get it.
Yeah, up there.
Wasn't
There
it
you
like
go.
the fourth one?
Why?
And I
It was
should
like
be able
the
to shoot
original ones, and
down
then he
at
was
whatever's
kind of a
underneath me,
prodigy.
right?
yep. I'd
He
allow
was
that.
new.
Yeah,
And they all helped him.
Right.
And they all became friends. But he wasn't actually a musketeer until much later in the book.
Right.
What was the book for?
Like an official musketeer. The three musketeers.
26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Pocket.
Probably should have taken 5 off of
Garbage.
that. Oops. I think I probably could have hit with a 21.
Yeah, 21 still hits.
The one time I don't fill
Sneak them in the eye.
Bilk 'em, Dano.
You do the additional like sausage cauldron of everything, right?
You what?
For the next one.
31
Yo,
damage.
anything that is in a printed book is available for the next one.
No, I mean like for Alyssa's Bardic Inspiration thing.
What level of bard are you?
6 bard. So at level 5, I get a D8 for a bardic inspiration.
But at level 4, you also get bardic versatility,
Is that a
which
thing?
is now this
Is that
goes
regular
back.
book?
This goes back to when I first got the book. Remember, we spent about a half an hour me going through, going, okay, everybody's classes get stuff.
I don't know that I want to do either one of those things.
So
I'm just
bardic,
more curious about the levels.
whenever you reach,
It affects your inspiration.
Oh, magical
People can do
inspiration.
all
I was
sorts
looking
of
at bardic
things like
versatility.
that.
Returns bardic inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage. So, damage spell or healing spell. The creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell and add the number rolled as a bonus to the hit points regained.
so you can
before
add the bardic
damage spell.
inspiration to heal spells. Is
Right.
what that's
So if you don't want to use it to hit, or if you don't want to use it for your spell saves or something like that, you can use that die as
I know, right?
bonus healing
It'll.
or bonus
I will.
damage.
So in Tasha's, these are called optional.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not that big of a deal to just throw in everything. And I mean, if it's optional, then that means I have to pick and choose which ones I want. And if I haven't seen how they break the game, then I don't have an opinion.
Right.
So my theory is, fuck it, throw it all in. You know?
It's all fair game until it's game breaking.
Right, until it's game, which, like, when we first started 2 years ago, I was using the optional rule for coming up behind.
Flanking?
Yeah, flanking rules. And what it turned the game into is a chessboard. And so I just got rid of it. Not to mention the fact that, to be honest, you didn't gain anything. Yes, it says, oh, well, you gain advantage. Well, the only people that gave a shit about it were the rogues. And they already had advantage because they were flanking the target. Meaning that they were engaged with somebody else. So, they didn't gain anything.
Well, I think the very first book, in the very first chapter, very first paragraph says, all these rules are
Yeah, right.
whatever you want.
Right, right.
So it's like, why do you have to say something's optional or not? It's
All
optional.
optional. Right. Well, I try to stage the rules as written just because it makes life easier. Because then there's
People
nobody
know what they're
asking.
doing.
Right, nobody's asking questions of, what applies this week,
Yep. And you don't get hurt.
How much damage did Telfar do with the
31.
31. Okay. So, Aaron,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
I will look around and say,
Just a scratch.
because otherwise I'd have Misty stepped out of here and started using a bow and arrow. But
Are you
fine.
actually
I'll
thinking
pull.
out?
Yeah.
Man, that's like 10 times worth of disadvantage shooting into that.
I know, right? But then again, that's what all the meat shields are for.
You're going to hit somebody.
So, I will.
What did you want to do with your bonus action?
I did my bonus action first, which was the bardic inspiration.
Oh, gotcha,
but with
gotcha.
the rest of my movement, I'm actually gonna retreat to right here.
Okay.
And
There you
wants to
go.
know
Sorry,
who-
Tassie.
Okay.
Man, that place is a big hot mess in there. So,
I don't know. Ask your mom.
We'll start clearing it
It
out.
does have some amount of alcohol in it. I can't just be giving it out to other minors without permission from their parents.
Basically, just
Do I have
ready
advantage
not
on
to
attacks right
go.
now because of the
With an
craziness
open
in here?
bar.
Otherwise,
I don't know what that has to
will
do with anything, Anthony.
Inspect them.
I'm trying to cover my ass, not your ass.
I
my
would
ass.
no. I mean, if I were to go in that direction, I would say that you would have disadvantage because everything's just a cluster.
All right, I'm going to invest. I'm going to do an insight on them, and they have to
She has my
deceive
number.
me
Okay.
with a 22 or better.
Here's my
Okay.
number. She can just text me a simple yes and no.
You know.
11.
Okay. Well, then I have
Or
advantage,
not have
and
color.
I will attack them with my sword. That was the bonus. Ba-doom. My to hit roll is it's just an 11. Oh, but I can use. I'm not going to burn a lucky for that.
Still got alcohol.
So I
in it,
missed.
So less than
Okay. So your highest of the 2 rolls was an 11.
Yes.
Okay. So you missed. Were you and your melee?
Right.
What about?
I used,
Oh, and you used your
the
bonus action.
to
Gotcha.
Check their fighting style.
Yep, I gotcha. I'm on board. Okay.
This is just my.
Also, I used it right into the pen. Brody, what would you like?
Punch him.
Go for it.
Punch him real hard.
Ultramoth's got hands.
21?
Yes.
So we have 15.
Okay.
Another one.
Flash it in 2 days.
8. And then I'll just bonus action kick him again.
Okay.
18.
Miss.
Alright.
Okay. Norte.
Inflict wounds.
Maybe actually. So
Fireball.
yes, I will actually do that. I'll run up to this guy. I mean, like, take 1 step forward.
Right.
So that's pretty good. So 24 to hit.
That hits. What level are you
Huh?
casting at?
4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh.
Sorry?
30. 36 damage.
Okay. He soaks that up. He's not dead. In fact, he is still looking fairly healthy. Anything with bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Not.
The 4 Ultraloths.
Or did you smell it and be like,
No, I didn't know.
The first Ultraloth casts Firestorm.
oh god.
Not the chair.
Yeah. So, well, the chair is fairly immune to magic, but
Wait, sorry, what?
the first Ultraloth casts Firestorm.
Counterspell.
You said
it.
Firestorm?
Yes.
Oh, can I not?
No, you
Say
can
no?
totally counterspell.
You want to counterspell?
Yes.
The second Ultraloth casts Firestorm.
Yay! I mean, that's one less, so I did my thing. We're just covered inside a room of fire because there's a There's like 10.
Yeah, basically
squares.
they're going to draw a big X in the room with fire, and then a line that goes from east to west with fire. So basically that's going to touch everybody. So
Did you fail to counter spell?
There's 4 of them.
Ah.
I have 1 reaction.
everybody needs to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Is it fireball?
No, Firestorm. 8th level.
Oh, cool. It's still fire, so I'm gonna take half. If I win
So it's
this, I take
DC
half,
17.
half.
Then I barely got it.
Or if I fail, I take half of half. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. You won't take anything because of evasion.
Oh, I think my shield probably.
You made it?
18.
Okay.
It's enveloping us completely.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't really use it.
That's the nice thing, Brody. You know, our ilk. When there's a lot of people around, you can easily find someone to.
yeah, you can grab somebody else and use them. This is
I
my
got an
fire
18.
shield. What'd you get?
18.
Okay.
I have more, but I'm just doing.
No.
This is gonna hurt.
Cancel.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, this is not gonna hurt. How much damage is it?
It's not gonna hurt too badly, but it's still gonna hurt.
It'll be fine. It'll split like 10 damage.
It'll be fine. Oh, what?
So cancel. You missed it.
Yeah, you should stay behind me. You're not gonna get hit.
Yeah.
What character are you playing next time, Dan?
28 points of fire damage.
Again?
To
Oh,
cancel.
yeah.
and
Really as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, this is only the second guy.
Right.
Yeah, but I was anticipating it to be worse, and then come
And
twice.
then
they
the
were
worse,
going to
that
do
didn't work.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I did read about that. You can do that.
See, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
usually that makes zero
I'm
sense.
going to be a Dragonborn Barbarian.
I was thinking of being a Warforged Ranger, but
I mean, he's either going to be a Barbarian or a Sorcerer.
Good sorcerer.
You should be a bard.
Who's in love with acid.
We should have like a lot of bards.
No. Everyone, whole party. We just seduce everything.
Get the band back
band,
together,
yeah.
man.
oh, that would be great. We all have an injury.
I think it's.
So if you try to seduce a dragon and you got an nat 20, you straight up just seduce
We just
the
put the
dragon.
most amount of points.
I mean, if you had a party full of just nothing but
It's
clerics,
all-
you know, just charms on charm.
The third Ultraloth
What are they gonna do?
casts darkness and fills the room with darkness.
I'm
But
pretty sure
is it illuminated
Well,
by
he
the
prevented the
fire?
last one from doing it.
And the last Ultraloth, they can see through darkness.
Someone like
Can I see the
Both
magical
run
darkness?
Yes.
raw
Gosh, dang
bullshit
it.
them.
That
What are
was.
they doing magic?
I need human shield.
And the last Ultraloth,
Hey, cancel. You should cast Fireball.
What's up? Wait, how much damage did we take?
Did you miss it or make it?
I need it.
so you would take,
I take half of half.
yeah.
3 halves.
Yeah, because I have a cloak.
I'm pretty sure if you take half of half,
dragon skin.
And
the DM just rules it as
racial,
you taking no damage.
Yeah.
and then the save.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
Right, being a
Uh,
fire dragonborn, it's very useful.
So,
Why is this one?
so Shamish takes 7.
What do you mean?
So what's half of
Still
half?
hurt these magic.
14.
How are you gonna get all
So now the room is
natural
filled
sunlight
with
from out of the blade?
Darkness, and the
I have
last
mine.
Ultraloth is going to go up and make 3 melee attacks on cancel.
Oh, not nice.
Well, let's just have
16 misses,
It would be magic.
15 misses, nat 20.
It's 15 feet, right?
I like this game.
Bright light, 15 feet.
Okay, so It's
for
only-
20 points of slashing damage.
I don't think the darkness did much, considering the Sunblade's light is magical.
Magical sunlight.
That does not blow through.
Magical light blows through darkness.
No.
Or darkness.
What was the thing?
No.
I had something.
The darkness spell, your Sunblade, it does nothing in magical darkness. There's only very few things. True Sight will allow you to see. Tremor Sense will allow you to see. There are some infernal abilities that will allow you to see. There's very few things that can see through,
about daylight?
through darkness. Huh?
What about daylight? The daylight spell.
No.
Blind
It
eye?
says
That's just-
magical light.
Does blind sight?
Yeah, non-magical light can't illuminate it. Doesn't say anything about magical.
Darkness, it is very specific. Things cannot see
Are they within
through
30
darkness.
feet of me by chance? I'd like to know that.
What about dark vision?
And even if it does, nobody else sees it. It literally is casting no light in a radius. So it doesn't help anybody. Threat. What do you want to do?
Natural enemy of the dark.
Do you have dispel magic? Or anti-magic? I know somebody's got that.
It's been used before.
Right.
I used it last time, but I can't use it again because one spell slot. Whatever you want.
Dispel magic would be better.
What's Circle of Power?
I think I got rid of that.
Don't worry about
sometime.
it.
Yeah. Do you have that spell?
Yeah, I have also Destructive Wave.
You have Circle of Power.
Yeah. That's a Paladin spell.
Huh. Well, you aren't level 19.
You haven't prepared? No, because you're never prepared.
Right.
They're all smite slots.
Yeah, exactly. That's all.
What are
paladin
spell
slots
slots? You mean smite slots?
Smite slots.
Smite slots. There's smite slots.
I guarantee you
Spells.
did write it down under your prepared spells.
That's Destructive Wave.
Probably not. No.
It affects
I told you
saving
Circle of
throws.
Power was
Yeah.
strong, but you didn't look it up in the book.
It just gives friendly creatures advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
What was the circle or something?
Yeah,
Divine energy radiates from you, distorting and diffusing magical energy within 30 feet of you. Until the spell ends, the sphere moves from you, centered on you. For the duration, each friendly creature in the area, including you, has advantage on saving throws and expels and other magical effects. Additionally, when an affected creature succeeds on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage. So that's what Circle of Power does.
So what I'm hearing is fireballs. Just friendly, never hitting fireballs.
Right?
Now, destructive wave is actually.
Just like a.
It does,
To be negative.
it does 10d6 damage to everybody that you want.
ND6.
Probably, it's a curse.
Yeah.
That's like
I don't think there's very many
damage.
positive effects of this.
It averages out to be about 35.
35. And how close is it? 30 feet?
Everything within 30 feet that you want to have hurt, it affects. They did a con save.
What do curses have to be so big?
Breathe dead. That's stupid. Never would use that.
So honestly, your best bet would be to cast a spell because right now you're at disadvantage. Because it's dark.
So,
Point blank
I don't
fireball.
have to spell magic on already or anything.
We know who that is.
I forgot what you.
Well,
Of course.
as to whether or not you have a spell ready, I'm not going to babysit on what is checkmarked on your. And here's the thing about clerics and paladins
Well, yeah.
and druids.
We know all the spells,
Right.
but
You're supposed to prepare them right. So I don't know what I mean. I never asked anybody for a list of what they have
Right.
prepared during each rest. That's up to you.
I know.
For me, it's a
But
little
even if
bit
you
more
did, that
important
guy
because
doesn't
I have like.
So Sorry.
Giving you such a hard time.
Look at all of these things that aren't check marks.
I only have
For me, it's a little more important.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah.
Area, just a blinding smite. That's the only thing I put from the.
Yeah, why have anything else? You're a one-trick
You're a
pony.
paladin.
That's fine.
Right. You have smite slots.
I don't banish. How many smite slots do you have?
In
total? Yeah.
Yeah, but why even try to prepare the banishing spell when you could just prepare banishing smite?
Exactly.
I mean, if they had a cure light smite, you know.
Let me touch you with my holy focus.
That is literally just blind smite.
Every time I hit you with my hammer, you regain 1d4 hit points.
They
Just
have
figure,
that.
even
There
I'm
was something-
stumbling
there
to
was
try to
something
get out
like
of
that.
there.
A monk, it was a monk thing where you could heal them with your flurry of blows.
Right? Yeah, that still exists. Yeah, that still exists. Yeah.
My sword is very tall.
The backhand of healing.
What's the point of that?
Right.
Healing pimp slap.
I have a sentence sword that is this half day like.
It only does damage if you use the right hand.
I don't think I've heard
Basically,
this.
if you can call out what spell you're going to use within 2 minutes, then you know it. If you take more than 3 minutes, then you probably don't know it. Come on, mages, cast your spells.
They're both third level.
I'm just gonna cast daylight.
Shrinks, melts.
I'd raise dead, so.
There you go.
Watching Raise Dead better than you.
Well, I literally just got it.
Gosh, it's not a competition. Jeez.
Why raise
I
dead
can
when I have smite
mind
slots?
control whoever
Why,
I want.
why use a smite slot for a useless spell?
So we go from blinding darkness to blinding brightness.
Oh, great.
Okay, so you could cast. Yeah, you could cast daylight and it would dispel darkness.
Yeah, I would do that.
That's what I.
Because basically it's the
That's
opposite.
what I said.
Okay. All right. So you cast daylight.
And then someone needs to cast a stronger darkness spell to undo that. And then, he
And then
needs
I'm
to do
just
a
gonna
stronger
cast-
Yeah, it's just gonna become this pile. Okay. So darkness is dispelled.
If it's 3rd level or lower.
Yeah, I guess the question is what level are you casting daylight at?
So daylight is a third level spell. The darkness has to be third level or lower to be.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level. It's not.
So,
So yeah, they cancel each other out.
Oh, good.
Now we just have a disco ball
Bonus action.
of.
Don't I have a glow orb? A glow orb? A glow orb.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
Oh, the drift globe.
Yeah. Can I just.
That wouldn't work for magical.
Oh.
It'll
Gonna,
drift.
You know, shield.
Yeah, it'll drift.
Fast second or whatever.
But it can do
Okay.
like a one day
Go for it.
thing where it like becomes the sun.
And I'm
And
gonna
a disco
miss.
ball.
You've chosen an object.
You're going to
Like your
what?
shield.
I'm gonna miss.
You're gonna miss.
I'm gonna miss. Yeah.
All right.
So it just.
Cancel.
Drift orb is actually becoming useful. I thought it was be the most useless thing I never use. It's actually useful.
Well,
Use
and
it,
especially
just-
if you're fighting vampires or undead, because it can cast the daylight spell. Yeah.
Or shadows.
I'm gonna turn around and see the person that's actually been attacking me this whole time.
Hey. Hey.
And
Chasing the guy behind him. Like, hey. Hey.
I'm just gonna take out my dagger and cast Boom Blade and whack him.
Okay. You can do that.
Hit him first. Let's see. 2 plus 9. No.
No.
I'm like, let's see. Do I have like plus 18? No.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
you threatened it.
Shamish.
Not very well.
What would you like to do?
Oh wait, is this running?
I'm at peak performance right now.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
we can see again. Is that,
Yep.
am I correct?
Yeah, you can see again. Basically, you're seeing 3 walls of fire that are
Well,
crisscrossing
first I have
around.
to get up. because I.
No, that's a good idea. So you're gonna spend half your movement to get up.
Yeah, it's not like I really have to.
Okay, so the Ultra Loth is gonna take advantage of that.
Cool.
Oh, and the Ultra Loth goes to hit you, slips and falls down.
Shame. You could have actually done something.
You got advantage.
And
Smite him.
oh, that wasn't as impressive as I was. Oh wait, no.
Gets back up, slips again.
He slips and falls, is now prone, and falls into the firestorm, and takes 22 points of fire damage.
Stab him.
Stab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with I haven't done this yet. Banishing Smite.
Go for it.
Stab.
Is he injured at all? Or now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
After taking some of that fire damage.
Roll with advantage. Stab him.
Yeah, Banishing Smite and.
Gotta hit first.
Oh yeah, I gotta hit. Yeah, that's right.
Hit him first. Then calculate the damage.
Where's my other side?
Yeah, things that actually go down.
19.
19?
19 is
Hits.
Okay.
What kind of save does he have to make? Hold on. I don't know why I closed this.
Oh wow.
Mostly because I don't have nearly enough table space.
What is it? I forgot what it does. Does it banish?
So the DMs are kind of like alligators. They will grow to the space that they are allowed to.
A real D&D table would have, the DM's chair would be inset, so that you'd have the table
So
all the way around.
it automatically
Those
deals.
daycares that I worked at, where the
So-
teacher sits in the middle. It's like a rainbow-shaped table, and everybody sits on the outside.
Right, yeah.
Love those.
Roll your weapon damage. And he takes half damage from fire.
Oh, okay.
And then
Did you roll to hit?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he hit.
What's the dice for Banishing Smite?
Well, roll your weapon damage first.
Okay. $17. Okay. 27.
Okay. Now roll 5d10.
Need some extras?
I've got a few actually. 5?
I've got
5d10? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I've got plenty of D10s.
10, D5.
I've got like 10 D10s.
10, 18,
20, 18, 24.
24.
So that
Wait. 34.
34.
he's banished. 51 points damage. Okay. So remove the guy closest to Shamish, and you can stand Shamish up.
I was killing this guy.
And that guy,
You broke his sword.
he smacks him, and you hear a loud pop, and this guy disappears.
Will he come back or is he just...
He is a fiend, so no. If you had hit a creature from the material plane, I think he would disappear. What's it say? He would be gone for
About a minute, I think.
yeah, up to a minute. But he's not from this plane, so he is gone. Yeah, he is back to the lower planes somewhere, probably Avernus. Okay.
Well, he gone.
Had your dad cotton candy out of a bag.
Movement or bonus
Dr.
action?
Pepper
Is that
stuff.
a thing?
Your dad
Shannon.
has the Dr. Pepper flavored.
Anthony.
Huh?
Movement or bonus action?
Okay. I mean, I'm sure it's not different. It's just weird.
Well,
You
can I
don't like
hit
Dr.
anything? I'm gonna go with this guy because
No, I don't
looks
like
like
Dr.
he's engaging someone, and
You got
I'm gonna take
problems,
advantage
huh?
of that. And bonus.
No, I'm just not.
Gonna shield bash him. Okay.
With
He doesn't have my
Oh, wait, no, I
genetics.
can't
I
put
can't
it.
explain it.
Oh. They
Yeah,
still make
Dr.
it.
Pepper's the old people's soda.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you drink now?
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that old.
Now what do you drink? Liquefied meth? What's new?
Fine, man.
New liquefied meth from Monster Energy.
O'Douls, obviously, he's mature and adult now.
Yes,
he drinks
he's
beer.
sophisticated.
No.
He's drinking the
This is
O'Doul.
soda.
Red Bull with meth.
Squirt is the young person drink.
Is
No,
that
it isn't.
Really?
really? Because
No.
I'm pretty sure Squirt is older than Dr. Pepper.
I know, but
25? Yeah, that hits.
I know that doesn't make a difference.
It's vintage now. It's made the turn.
I think Fanta's in the
11.
It's alright.
Okay, and he is
drink
pushed
Dr.
back.
Pepper, ironically.
You know it's a
Into
Nazi
a wall.
soda?
But I
Yeah,
don't
he
drink
can't be
Dr.
pushed
Pepper.
back any further, so he is pushed into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they made
Can't
it from
even
like
Fanta's Nazi soda. That's what it is.
Fanta? Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which is why it's now made down in South America, because that's where all the fucking Nazis went.
That's why I only drink Fable.
Wait, what?
The champion soda of all juggalos everywhere.
But you know what? It is delicious.
Mango is?
What's
No, Fanta. I love it. Like Fanta strawberry is fantastic.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm all into that grape.
there's like 20 different
Ugh.
flavors for
Grape
steak.
soda.
is disgusting.
Yes. You're no child of mine.
Grape.
Okay. I mean, that's a fact.
Grapes good when you're a child, and then you realize
Tough.
it's garbage.
Alright.
So coming
Also,
out
they're
of that
hard.
door is
Grape
a
sodas.
sheet of fire.
It is hard to
Mm.
do that.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you guys are going to block me off with fire, good luck.
That was us.
Oh yeah, that was not us.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
Boop, bop, beepity doo. Let's see. Can I see anything through the fire? Is it just a wall of flames?
These guys
obscuring my
are
vision?
really big on fire, but they don't have fireball, which I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I will pull out my pipes of haunting
Also,
Do they have
Okay.
fucking bold?
because let's see.
they just use fire like.
They're immune to being frightened.
They're immune to being frightened. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, as fiends, they're immune to being frightened.
Son of a
How do you
biscuit.
eat cotton candy on the back?
We just went over
put a
this. You
hand
missed
into
it.
it.
You
I put
missed
my
how.
hand in,
Yeah.
then
and
you
I
take
pull
it
out a
out.
little piece of cotton
Yeah.
candy.
And then you eat
It's
it.
the same way that you can eat out of the bag the Pink Panther insulation that goes in the wall.
Yeah. Very similar. Okay, so my question is, can I see through the fire? Or is it just a wall of flame that obscures my
I wonder
vision?
if you didn't need insulation as a child.
I would say no. You can't see. Yeah, you can't see into the room.
Okay.
The fire is coming out probably 2 squares out that door.
Still wonder if you could
How to eat
Dr.
fire.
Pepper, he was eating insulation as a child.
Immune to being charmed?
Yes.
I think 70.
Can't seduce him.
Yeah, it's just like a.
What does Tasha's hideous laughter count as? Is that a charm? Is that a
Oh,
fear?
I lost
Is that a
I'm pretty sure now I'm at 170.
Good question.
We're all gonna be hanging.
I mean, I personally would think that it would fall in the charm category, but maybe not.
What is it?
Tasha's hideous laughter?
It's a phantasmal force.
It doesn't say anything about
It's
it
an
being a charm,
enchantment.
so you can certainly try.
Alright.
If they have an intelligence score of 4 or less, it doesn't work.
Now they do have
not
advantage
smart
on
enough.
saving throws.
They have advantage on saving throws. Well, I can't enter the room. I can't see any targets inside the room, so I'm going for an AoE that I think might do something.
Okay, so
I don't even know what the save is on
they
that.
did not
Obliterate.
get.
You have to be able to
It's
see
a
for
wisdom
radiant
save
laughter.
for your
Huh?
spell
You
save
have to be
DC.
able to see for Tasha's hideous laughter.
Oh, that's true. You have to have line of sight, huh?
Yeah, it's just one creature.
Shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just blindly.
If you have
Fire
what
is
if you have like
the
one target?
Okay. I'll ready an action as soon as I can see an enemy.
Okay.
Through the door.
You're gonna take a shot or cast a spell?
I'll take a shot.
Okay. We'll do it that way. All right.
My other sister.
For my bonus action, I'll go ahead and get stealth
She started
again.
saving up all the cash.
Okay.
I
Because I
would
did
shot
not
a ball.
re-stealth at the end of my last one.
Okay.
Saving up all the cash.
Nat 20
Nice.
Like,
plus, you know, like my
To save for
20 something to that.
Okay.
40 something total.
When will
So yeah,
happen?
I'm
What's that?
hidden and I'm
So-
readying an action for when I can see through the door.
And it's just like,
Okay.
But see, I'm more specific.
Aaron.
I collect only
What would you like to do?
Coca-Cola
Okay,
bottle.
Am I
So
standing
like
in
a
fire?
whole jar full of Coca-Cola bottle.
since that's sort of
if so, I will move 5 feet out of the fire. I don't know if that's
main
possible.
soda in the little pocket.
I'm missing
Yeah.
the theater of the
You
mind.
can take 5 feet out of the. Yeah, you can take a 5-foot step and get out of the fire. So the fire crisscrosses the room corner to corner on both or all 4 corners, and then
What?
I don't like playing
out of the
Fair
center
anymore.
of the wall it goes east-west out the door.
I haven't downloaded any mods for Fallout yet.
Okay.
Already at level 20.
And that's me, so... And
I
I'm
can't get any
fighting this
more
guy,
My
so
Skyrim
I'll step
or-
out of the fire, go...
Yeah, 5 feet towards the wall.
Yeah. And I will stab him with my sword, and
I do have
bonus,
a
I'll
sword.
stab him with my
But I don't
dagger
want
with
to
the
get
sword
Skyrim
in
now.
it.
Okay.
Tainted.
So the sword attack
There's some cool ones.
is
That don't destroy it. Like cool new swords.
a 26, so that should hit.
That hits.
And the
Some
damage
spells.
is...
Stuff for Fallout
give me...
4.
you stinking...
Sort of like power.
That is not giving me damage.
Power.
Yeah, I
Like
damage.
get the hellfire,
15
but not
damage.
Okay.
And the sneak attack is... Come on, give me the 33.
Okay.
I have that one.
He's hurting now.
Every time
And
I.
it doesn't really matter, but the dagger
Every time I
is
reinstall it,
14 to
I
hit.
open that. It's
Miss.
hard- It's hard to get though.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Brody.
Get the.
Alright, I want to swing around to the west wall.
Okay.
Punch that guy
The guy in the
in the
corner.
The one with
With Aaron. Okay.
I see T4.
27
Yep.
is the lowest I get.
Wait, no. Reader
Yeah, their AC is 19.
So 17 total.
Okay.
T49.
Is
It is good.
that all of your attack?
17 damage, yeah.
All right.
It's about extra 1.
Norte, what would you like to do?
I will cast Inflict Wounds again
Okay.
on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Again. 26 to hit.
Yep. What level are you casting Inflict Wounds at?
I am casting it at 4th level again.
Okay.
See, they can be repurposed after
She found somebody's mask. Great.
Really good.
Oh, I have a better mask.
So there's this bird. It looks like a little brown finch, and it is fascinated and fantastic. Like when she's sitting in the window, it will come out and it'll sit in those bushes right out front and sit there and fuck with her. And it drives her insane. And then, so I put her on her leash and I was taking her out, and here it comes again, and it is not scared at all. It's like in the ivy, and it like right next to me. And it's like poking its head out, looking at her, and chirps at her, goes back into the ivy and rustles around. And the cat's like, yeah, like, she was so pent up with energy, she was literally fucking vibrating. She's like sitting there just, and I've got the leash, and I'm like, leave the bird alone.
That bird, some animals you just know they know what they're doing.
Oh, totally.
They know what they're doing.
And I'm like, there's no bird that's gonna get this close to a cat and not know, hey, I'm gonna fuck with this cat. Watch this.
Okay, 50 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. That guy's dead.
Sweet.
Nice going, guys. We're doing so good. Here's my one turn of rolling a 2.
We've only got
Movement and bonus action.
Oh, I'm gonna do my best I can to move out of the room.
Okay.
Just gonna move back here.
So you will take more fire damage.
Huh? Okay. I'm done in there. You guys can handle that. I'm not gonna move through the fire. over
Honestly,
there.
yeah.
Thank you for supporting me on this.
That sounds like a good
I
idea.
have like everything maxed out.
You can see the thing through the next wall after the next wall.
Here's extra vision now.
So 38 points of fire damage.
I have a
Ow.
fold on and
Wait, do I get a dex save?
You can make a dex save. It's DC 17.
Okay. Okay, I automatically get it because I rolled a 19, so it's another.
So 38
I'm not sure if you got it to 31.
is half of 38.
Just did. I know it was in the 20s. high
16,
20s.
no, 19.
And then
19.
Went out of control, it's like 31.
I think I got the. I'm not sure. It could be a math error because, but it was in like 26 or something like that.
Maybe about feet.
So there's 2 ultralots left.
Yeah, Observant gave me a bunch, and then there's this rogue inquisitive thing, high-level features giving like bonuses to perception.
Yeah, you probably just,
Built it up.
Ooh, I have one sense.
Oh, and the
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know I could do
so this guy's going
that.
to.
I should never be surprised by this crap.
yeah.
So Ultraloth 2 is going to drop concentration on
Oh
Firestorm.
yeah, I blindsided. I write it on the back of the paper.
Ultraloth 1 is going to do Hypnotic Gaze on Cancel. Cancel, you need to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
I'm sure you want
18.
Okay, so you are not hypnotized. He will then make 3 longsword attacks on you. 18 misses,
I personally like to use it because
26 to hit. For
I know how to get
Oh, look how
8 points of slashing damage.
I just use it.
Nat 20.
Can you stop?
Someone needs to
I have missed my only attack and gotten crit twice.
How to get out, okay.
Another 21 points of slashing damage.
We're all doing our part here. I've taken 5. You
Mom
know,
says
it's
she'll be
just-
surprised if you like it.
Right.
There's a bottle opener right here.
They're twist off.
The
Are there any more
Drunken
of those?
Master
Yeah,
bottle
I
opener.
got a couple more. You guys need to try some non-alcoholic beer.
There's one in the fridge.
I don't know, I used to drink them all the time. The one problem I had with the O'Doul's is that it tasted like the aftertaste was like somebody had put a fistful of nickels in your mouth.
Yeah.
Compared to other beers.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a metallic aftertaste. Yeah.
I like it.
It's the
Like Rolling Rock, really.
Steel Reserve.
Hey, you know what? Don't be bashing on the Steel Reserve.
I'm
That's
not-
a good
I'm not.
dwarven ale.
Sure. I mean, yeah, but
Sure, if
I mean,
those
it's-
dwarves
it's-
are homeless and unemployed.
it's Steel Reserve.
It's a high gravity lager. Although
That's a fancy name for malt liquor.
I hesitate to call it a lager. But-
I got one chilling in the freezer for you. Give it like 15 minutes.
Cool.
Okay. So the
Can't go
second
anywhere anyway, so I'll
Ultraloth
just wait.
is going to do Hypnotic Gaze on Aaron. So make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Your perception makes you see right through.
wisdom, and I have advantage on it, but it doesn't matter. 25.
Like a
Okay. And he will
One
make
thing
3
in the
longsword
fridge
attacks.
for like 30 minutes.
I just put those in there. I gave him the
10 misses.
I laughed-
25 to hit.
I laughed at his 10, and then he cut me in the mouth with the 25.
Shut you up.
Bastard. But I only did 5 points of damage last time, so I'm just not even not lucky.
pure card.
12 points of
Yes.
slashing damage.
It is.
Ow! Oh my
Liquid
god!
bread.
I'm gonna get my Hindenburg scars.
And a 15 I'm sure misses.
Yeah.
probably why I
Oh,
like it.
you're dead now, dude. You're
Uh,
supposed to be hitting on cancel. Holy crap! What are you picking on me for?
Right?
Thrick.
I'm gonna shuffle a little over here and hit
Hey,
him,
what's your max health?
hit him with my sunblade.
137.
You got one more max health than me.
26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing much better. I just barely passed 100 health last level up.
Yeah, one hit and Finger of Death is hanging in there, waiting to get you.
Yeah, 102 hit points. over
21
here.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Lift came on here and I didn't have
Bonus
a
action.
reaction. I could instantly.
Oh yeah,
I'm already under.
I've just been taking 5 every level, you know?
one Finger of Death and boom, you're gone.
You what?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, cancel. You want to get your revenge?
5 times 20, that's about
Nah,
100.
I'm done here. Bye.
Taking disengage
That works
action.
out.
Yeah, just like flip him off,
Ow!
duck down.
Just the base on it.
Bye. I'm done.
Okay.
So wait, that gout of flame stopped coming out of the door there?
Yeah, you drop concentration.
Oh, did I get my
Oh yeah.
ready to action?
Yeah, which one of them do you want to shoot? South or north?
Can I see that guy in that corner from where I'm standing over here?
Yeah.
Through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing.
In the face.
In the face.
In the face.
And then
Exo 2.
18. I'm gonna take a -5 to my hit
Okay.
for 26 to hit.
Yes.
And I'll add 10 to my damage.
God, you might kill this guy. And you get sneak attack.
Yep.
You want me to fall asleep? Just fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, not bad.
We are Exo 2 in the game.
32, 42 plus 8 is 50 even damage.
You drop that guy.
60.
Pew pew!
So,
Pew, pew.
yeah, that one.
Right in the eye.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, face piercing.
Shamish.
Is it Hellfire?
There's one Ultra Loft left at Shamish.
That's you. Yeah, Shamish is you.
I'm not going to use advantage because he's not worth it. I'm actually going to use my companion because I actually have one with me.
What is it?
It's a Warforged.
Okay.
I just fall from the ceiling. It's like, what am I doing over here?
Yeah, how did I get here?
It's like Order of the Stick when they kept forgetting that the wizard had the little raven familiar and it would just pop, it would appear because they'd say, oh yeah, we'll send a familiar. There it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to use it because it's made of paper. It's a level 1. So.
No, it would be a level 19.
Oh, it'll be a level 19?
Mhm.
What?
The new rules for sidekicks. So, no, here, pass that card to me. Let me see what.
Well, I think we did this, like, one of the games. We edited it.
So we only have like.
Well, it's a Warforged Scout.
Oh, did it write it on the back?
Well, you didn't say it was Warforged, but it could be any medium humanoid.
Yeah, I know. I want to.
Yeah, it would be level 19.
Which means you'd have to go through the entire process of that.
Right.
Figure that out.
Well, I just put the minimum stuff on
For
it.
like 3
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this thing.
sessions.
Do what you do best. Smite it. Smite it.
Yeah, so sidekicks and companions are,
Fishy business.
if there were only 3 or 4 of you, they would be great. And essentially it gives each of you 2 characters.
Wait,
Or if you were going to Tomb of Horrors, that would be great.
Give 2 tries.
Right, you get 2 tries each. But for anything else, your party is so large that there's just, unless you want to use them as, treasure mules to carry loot back to the surface, there's just no.
I'm gonna use
Always
this.
use more treasure mules.
Well, I mean, always,
We're
yeah.
always coming into contact with shit that won't fit in the bag.
Like there was a pre-order bonus for one of the Diablo 4 or Diablo 3 expansions. Like, oh, if you buy this, you get a loot goblet. like, what the fuck is a loot goblin? It is a goblin that when you get too much loot, you're like, hey, dipshit, go back and sell this. And that's what he does. He goes back to town and sells it. And then comes back and brings you the money. Like
Diablo
that's-
2?
No, it was Diablo 3.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, that's awesome.
Loot goblin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna banish it.
Swing.
Swing.
Come on, batter.
Are you casting?
I'm just casting banish. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
he
not-
gets advantage on saving throws.
What's your saving throws number?
Yeah, what's your spell save DC?
He doesn't know.
15.
15?
Yes.
Yeah, like a 6.
We should make
And what
a
kind
fighter
of
next
it's
game.
a wisdom save, right?
Right
Yeah.
away it's 15, because you also get to add
What does he
your,
have, like plus 11 or something?
your
Not a lot of shit to
proficiency.
keep track of.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh.
Save
Right,
plus
big.
proficiency
Yeah.
plus.
Well, it doesn't matter because he got a 5
There we go.
with advantage. He rolled a 1 and a 3.
He wanted to go back.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
So
He's like,
What
this
if
is
he got that
cold up
against
here.
me?
so
Yeah, I
pop
cleaned it
and
up.
he goes back to
No, it was last.
the lower plains.
Last morning.
That's
yesterday morning.
Go to hell.
Well, if it's with my proficiency bonus, then
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your
Your relevant
wisdom.
stat. Your charisma.
His charisma.
Or charisma.
Yeah.
That shit. Plus 5 from the gloves.
So what's your
Plus 5
charisma
from my
modifier?
dexterity.
Plus 4.
Plus twice my
Which and
proficiency bonus.
level 9, what's
12
or
plus
level
5
19, what's the
plus
proficiency?
22.
5,
Five.
6.
Six.
5 or 6.
So it'd be like
Shit's ridiculous.
18.
I think it's 6.
Yeah, it's plus 6.
You can
Yeah.
put the gloves.
So-
Even without the gloves, it's ridiculous.
So it's 10 plus 8 is 18.
It's just insane.
Plus 17 to
Yeah.
acrobatics.
So your spell save DC should be 18.
Oh, okay.
Write
Like
that
picking
down.
locks and acrobatics are my top two
Oh,
skills.
oh,
I
yeah,
never
it's right
use
here.
this shit.
Right, yeah, write it on your character sheet.
Do you have your
That's not true.
strength to
I should
hit
have plus 11 to animal handling.
modified to that too? No. For your other attacks. For
Yeah.
Like a regular
Let me-
melee attack, you got that
I
written down?
Yeah, I do that every time.
Oh,
That's why I'm like, oh wait, and then I add my strength.
Right.
Every attack or every time you can show up?
Every time.
Perception is also plus 11.
All right.
And you do. Sneak that.
There we go.
No, you're good.
Anthony, move your leg.
That's not Anthony.
See? Advantages of being a small
Sorry,
person.
I was sitting here and
I
I
can
couldn't
fit
tell if it was
wherever.
the cat crawling between us or if I was hitting Chris's knee. But something hairy was brushing against my hairy leg and I was like, something's wrong.
Yep.
No brother-in-laws. I get close. It's fine. You gotta get out of this room, yo.
Yeah, it is
You
creative.
can't do one room for 4 hours.
I know.
That's a bad ratio for dungeon crawling.
Should have just left. Let the fire burn in there. Walk away. They're wailing on us as we leave.
It's free.
Yeah.
Let's see how far they go.
It's also just.
You know, just pull them along with us.
Yeah, if you totally ignore an enemy, how far will it keep on wailing on
Have you
you?
seen the other Marvel? Have you seen the
Are they like video game
Yeah,
mobs
a
where they'll
little
stop chasing you after a while and just reset to their original positions? Or...
What was it? There's like this.
That would be interesting. You know, with
It's
this, whoever's in the back getting
Like, it looks
stabbed,
dope.
you know, they say, hey,
Like, it's
okay,
the
I'm
alarm
only
introduced
I'm at
with,
50% hit
like,
points.
steel
Let's
on.
swap out. And they move up to the
I
front, and someone else
not-
takes the stuff.
So
Well, the person behind is
and then
just-
here's the quiet one.
Like, whoever's in the behind taking it's just also like,
Now let's go.
I would just totally
And then
ignore them.
there's
See what
the more generic.
Just to mess with
You
the
can do that. There's gotta be a rogue class or a bard class
yes.
that can give
Tesla.
advantage from range and just sit
Yeah,
back
just
and be
like
like,
a
yeah,
Tesla
just
power,
hit him really
like
hard.
just Tesla.
Out of
What's-
danger. Like the fighters and the paladins. I'm gonna make a barbarian for next time. For the frostbite.
Frostmaiden. Yeah.
There's a monitor you can test the one. I mean, you can test.
I'm thinking of doing a
Yeah, but that's nothing.
Yeah, that's
Warlock.
definitely
What's the
possible.
Tasha Warlock? The
Oh,
X-Blade?
so
no, the one that's
freaking
tentacles.
Bioshock, man.
Oh.
Ah,
So you
that-
know,
The
like,
Bottomless
No,
or fathomless?
Fathomless.
Yeah.
Fathomless. Yeah.
so you know,
I'm gonna do a
the
guy that's like
minigun,
98 years
Yeah.
old, and he can't even
I
walk,
know.
but
Until you
he
have
has
the
like
shredder
ghostly
mod on
tentacle feet.
Oh, I
That's
see.
how
There's
he
the
walks.
shredder mod on it.
Then it becomes a melee one.
Then
Has
it
no-
becomes a melee weapon.
Yeah.
No,
But if
nothing.
you're a
It's
just
power
flavor.
and you have
Just
the
flavor.
shredder mod,
Yeah.
You're a blender. You're an unbeatable blender.
But yeah, he couldn't walk, and
and it's so
his patron gave him the ability to be mobile again.
Give him
So.
10.
Because
I'd like to try that.
Because it's got like, I'm pretty sure
He
it's
spent
got,
his whole life
it's
being like a
damage,
merchant or something like that.
15 damage per little click, right? Of
And
damage,
he bought
But
the
it
artifact that allowed him
faster
to
than
link
the
up
rip.
to the Fathomless
which is the fastest
with all of
melee,
his
natural
wealth.
melee
That's why he's
weapon
like
in the
90
game.
years old and level
Natural
1.
melee weapon.
It's like, I don't want to be
Flamer.
paralyzed,
I've
so
never used a flamer.
okay, sure.
Flamer